Before joining Trump's presidential campaign in March of 2016, Paul Manafort was a political consultant and lobbyist in Washington whose name did not feature in news headlines. Before being replaced in August 2016, he oversaw Trump's nomination as the Republican presidential candidate.
Paul Manafort has done an amazing job.
Manafort's new prominence drew media attention to his foreign businesses, especially his consulting work for the former pro-Russian Ukrainian president Viktor Yanukovych. The FBI has surveilled Manafort since 2014. Last year, FBI agents raided his home as part of special counsel Robert Mueller's ongoing probe into whether Trump's presidential campaign colluded with Russia. He was subsequently indicted on a number of charges and was jailed in June of this year for obstruction of justice and tampering with witnesses. Trump was quick to undermine Manafort's role in his campaign.
You know, Paul Manafort worked for me for a very short period of time. He worked for Ronald Reagan, he worked for Bob Dole, he worked for John McCain, or his firm did. He worked for many other Republicans. He worked for me, for 49 days or something? A very short period of time.
Manafort's former business associate and deputy campaign manager Rick Gates has pleaded guilty to conspiracy against the United States and lying to investigators. He is now cooperating with a federal probe into Russia's role in the election. Prosecutors allege that Manafort, with Gates' assistance, laundered more than $30 million and used funds from secret offshore accounts to enjoy a life of luxury. None of the charges against Gates or Manafort are related to Russian meddling in the U.S. election. Russia has denied any interference in the vote. Ukraine found documents pledging more than $12 million in cash payments from Yanukovych's pro-Russian Party of Regions, but it has found no evidence that Manafort received the money.
Regarding Mr. Manafort, his last name is mentioned in the list, the so-called Black Ledger of the Party of Regions. And according to this list, more than $12 million was spent to cover expenses which were related to this person starting from November 20, 2007. The last record in the account book connected to Mr. Manafort was made on October 5, 2012.
Manafort denied receiving any cash payments. His trial will be closely watched for possible new revelations in the testimonies of some 30 witnesses in the trial. Zlatica, Hoke, VOA News, Washington.